Hey Amanda, I just wanted to introduce you to your new car. There she is. She's all painted up and looking good. Your remotes, okay? So unlock, lock. You have a starter on this as well, okay? So one press, blue light goes on, it locks it. 1, 2, it unlocks it. So that's that center blue light. If you want to start your car, you have to make sure it's locked. Hit and hold it. Blue light goes on, like, and away she goes. Okay? You want to stop it from being started. You're staying over somewhere for a little bit longer than expected, or dinner's going a little bit longer. Hit and hold it. Blue light goes on. She turns off. To unlock with this remote, Amanda, you have to hit it twice for the driver's side door. 4 times for all the other doors. Okay? Just going to jump in and show you how everything else is working. Just want to let you know that I am wearing my proper PPE, gloves, everything's sanitary for what we're doing here. Okay? So, your vehicle. Key ignition, of course. Turn it on. Away she rolls. You have all your window controls here. This is an automatic window opener for your driver's side, and it pulls it up all the way as well. Okay. Sorry, I just had it washed, so it's still a little wet on the outside. Blind spot detection. You'll notice on the lights right there in the rearview mirror. That's your blind spot detection on. Okay, so it will detect a vehicle in your blind spot from your B post, which is here, to approximately a car and a half length back. Okay, when you signal and there's a vehicle in your blind spot, it'll start beeping at you. If you signal there's nobody in your blind spot, of course it won't beep. This is your dashboard lighting. Okay, so if I push this up, there's my dashboard lighting going up. Blind spot, traction control. Traction control, you hit it, that turns it off. Hit it again, it turns it back on. Traction control is a stability control system that I would recommend that you leave on 100% of the time. Well, let's say 99.9% of the time. One time that you would want to turn it off is if you're actually stuck. Lights, turn on auto. It shows you here in the center that it went to auto. I would put it into auto all the time. You turn it off, leave it in auto, turn it on, put it in auto. Always, it basically, well, you're familiar with it. It automatically goes to the lighting that's needed during the day. So your high beams is pushed forward. High beam's not going to show right now because it doesn't need it, because we are in auto. So if you pull back, you'll notice on the top of the screen that it is on. Okay, so you're flashing somebody. Signal light. Pull down. That's your signal light for. So let's say it's a quick signal. It signals 3 times to allow you to switch lanes. This is your talk function.
Please say a command.
FM 104.5.
Now listening to FM 104.5.
So it listens very well. Okay, if you speak clearly, it will pick up. So if you have, once your phone is connected, you will be able to command, call dad, call mom, whomever you have in your contacts, and the number that you're trying to call. So if you're trying to call mobile, if you're trying to call home, if you're trying to call work, you would say call dad mobile, call dad home, call dad work. If they have 3 contacts in their, 3 numbers in their contact information. Okay, so if I want to turn up the volume, hit that, it turns it off. Okay, up and down, pick up a phone, hang up a phone. Mode is going to take me from FM to AM to Sirius XM radio. So right now you don't have Sirius XM radio programmed. If you did want to get Sirius XM, scroll down 1. Oh, sorry. That's your radio ID right there, channel 0. This is your XM preview channel, okay? So you call that number and get them to hook you up. I know that they might be able to hook you up with a 3-month free trial. If you give them a buzz and just say, hey, I want to try it out. It definitely isn't a bad system. Alright, so going forward, horns here. This feature here allows you to adjust what's going on here. Okay, so I'm going to go to my home screen first. I hit and hold the OK button. It resets my liters per 100. Down 1 is trip 1 or trip A. Hit and hold it. Down 2. Hit and hold it. Down again, second speedometer. Hit the book. It's going to show me what's playing on my radio station. Then it's going to tell me what my service interval was. So it's 5,991 kilometers. So they're recommending 6,000 kilometers, okay? And or 6 months. So that's the 174 days, okay? So hit that. Now my drive assist system. I hit OK. Rear cross traffic alert. So if I'm parked in a parking spot and I'm backing up and there's vehicles coming from either direction, it will beep to tell me that there's a vehicle coming, okay? Back doors. They automatically lock the minute you put it into drive. They automatically unlock the minute you put it in park. There's a 2-press unlock system, so if you hit the unlock button twice, it will unlock everything. Horn feedback is if you lock twice, push the lock button twice on your key fob, it will give you a feedback saying that it's locked. If you hit OK on any of those functions, it'll just go into more depth, okay? So there's your lights, there's your 1-touch turn signal. You can adjust it from 3 to 5 to 7 signals here in this menu. Your headlamp delay stays on for approximately 30 seconds after you turn off the car. Sound, so blind spot detection, there is a sound. Convenience, so your steering wheel position, this is if your steering wheel's cranked all the way one way or the other. It'll give you a warning when you turn on your car that your steering wheel's cranked one way or another. A lot of people will not use this function, hence the reason why it's off. Your wipers, so your wipers will display. I won't use it right now because the windows are nice and clean, but here are your wipers, okay? So down 1 is your intermittent, down 2 is your low, down 3 is your high. This is your intermittent speed control. And it's going to show you here on the screen what you're doing. Up 1 is a mist, okay? So that's all there for you. Down again, your gear position. So it's going to tell you what gear you're in while you're driving, okay? So while you're switching gears. If you're parked and you put it in drive, it'll show you there rather than having to look down at your gear shifter. And there you go. And I'm literally going up and down with this toggle right here. Service interval. I'll set you back up for 6 months at 6,000. So it should have reset there, I think. Okay. Other features. Fuel economy is going to reset every time that you refuel the vehicle. Fuel economy is in units, is liters per 100, which is the norm. Temperature unit, you can adjust it from Celsius to Fahrenheit here. And reset all settings, well, that would bring it back to factory, which we don't want to do because we've all set this all up for you. So that's everything here. Your cruise system is right here. Hit that. Cruise goes on up here. Toggle down once. It will set it. Toggle up. It'll resume. So let's say if you stop or you slow down, you apply the brake or you hit the cancel button. You toggle up once, it'll resume. If you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 while you're driving, it will speed up by 5 kilometers. Vice versa for the minus. Okay? Cancel is the same as applying a brake. It will just stop it from working, and you can hit set or resume after. If you hit and hold the cruise, it will turn off. Okay? So it's off. Radio's here. Okay? That'll bring you from your well, I can bring it up. So there's my XM radio channel. I have 40 presets here, and this person has used all 40 of them. Wow. So if you want to set a channel, so let's say, what's the channel that you guys listen to up there in Ottawa? Let's say 106.9. So I can hit the voice control button.
Please say a command.
106.9.
Now listening to FM 106.9.
So I'm going to set that as preset 1. So that's what I just did. So now I hit this.
Please say a command.
Preset 5.
Now listening to preset 5.
Pretty cool, right? that's how all that works. Home button. So you can also, that's your home button on the top right left-hand corner. Sorry. Media is going to play from your phone or everything that you have plugged in. So a USB port right down there, or an MP3 player, or an iPod. You can play music from. So we go from your media. Phone. So if you hit this,
Turn Bluetooth on from your device.
it will look for your phone. You could set it up from your phone or from setup. Okay. Seek and Track is obviously going to look for different options for music. Apps. So you have apps there. Go home. So you have apps here and you have apps there. So these are your apps. You have Android Auto. If you do want to get Apple CarPlay, you can. Apple CarPlay, you can. You have to go to Hyundai Canada's website and you can download it from there. There is a fee involved, but that's how that works. Okay, and then you would download it onto a memory stick. The memory stick you would plug into the vehicle, and then you would plug it in and you would hit update. Okay, and that update would be through the setup. Okay, quick guide. So there's a menu on the different options that you have. Okay. XM Sirius data, so you will have data if you are using your XM radio, so you have that programmed. Sound Hub will tell you different types of music that is playing, and voice commands is just different voice commands for calling, your radio, and your media. Go back. Display turns the display off. Setup is here. So there's my sound system. You can adjust any of this anywhere. Center. Tone, so there's your bass, middle, and treble. Advanced, the speed dependent volume, so the faster you go, if you have this checked off, the higher the volume will go. Default, well, that's just it brings it back to factory. Display, so that's your illumination of your display screen. Phone, so this is where you would set up your phone. Connectivity, so this here needs to be on so that your Android Auto is on, okay? So that you can use Android Auto if you have an Android phone. It will allow you to use your Google Maps, talk and text, and more features that you have from your phone. Home screen. So you can adjust your home screen to have, so right now these three options are in your home screen, but you can put these in there if you want. Clock is there. You can adjust date and time. So right now it's the right date and the right time, I believe. Yep. Voice recognition. So right now it's in beginner. So I don't know how familiar you are with the voice recognition feature. But once you get into, if you get more and more guidance, you can go to normal and it won't prompt you as much. Okay. Language, you have French, English, Korean, and Spanish on here. Your keyboard will type in QWERTY and alphabetical order. Screensavers. These are different screensavers that you can have. So this would allow you to, while you're going on a long distance drive, it will flip over to these if you have them on. System info. So this is where you would do your update. Okay. So if you find updates on Hyundai Canada, you download it onto a memory stick. You plug it into your USB. You click update. Bob's your uncle. Your vehicle is updated to what is currently available. Cool. So volume for your radios here. Turn it off as well. This is your tune and enter function. Just bring this back to home. AC, recycle air. So this is something that I would recommend you use whenever you are using your air conditioning. Okay, so we'll recycle the cool air that's in your vehicle. You're not bringing in hot air. When you are using defrost during the winters, I would suggest that you don't full bore, like crank it all the way kind of thing when you're first starting your vehicle. I would suggest starting it at 3, bringing it to halfway kind of thing. I'm going to turn this off. It allows the vehicle to warm up. So right away when you're starting your vehicle and you're cranking it, it's blowing in cool air because the engine's cold. To get the hot air, your engine needs to be hot to be able to blow out the hot air. So the minute your vehicle's a little bit warmer, so for instance, if you start your vehicle with a remote starter, and you give it the 10 minutes, if you have it set at 2 or 3 and a 3/4 turn on the dial here, your vehicle will be warmer rather than cranked. Okay, so that's just a suggestion. You can do whatever you like, obviously. heated steering wheel, heated seats. So don't need that on right now. Heated seats for your passenger, and your drive mode button. So if I hit the drive mode once, here goes my Eco's on. So Eco will gear you up a little bit quicker, use less gas, less RPM, save you gas in the long run, and your vehicle's not working as hard. Sport is the exact opposite. Your vehicle will ramp up your RPM a little bit higher. You will speed up. You will stay in a lower gear. Okay, and then normal mode. Normal's in between the two. Alrighty. Well, Amanda, I'm going to upload this to YouTube, and then I'll send you the link. I hope you enjoy the vehicle, and all the best. If you have any questions or concerns, please do not hesitate to contact us or myself at Seaway Hyundai. Cheers.